Okay guys, we're going to get started. Welcome, I would say ladies and gentlemen, but we're all basically gentlemen. Jocelyn's here. I'd like to introduce myself as Ted Punter-Yas. I'm the founder and president of All Marine Spares International. And we are the authorized agents of Sunrui's U.S. Coast Guard Approved Balclor Ballast Water Management System. And we're happy to have Mr. Jade Lee and Mr. Guo here from Qingdao, China, visiting us in Connecticut for the CMA trade show to present their company also. I'll offer a brief intro on All Marine Spares International, and then Sunrui will have their presentation on their company and the ballast water management system. This will be followed by a Q&A session, and if you don't mind, just save all questions till the end, and then we'll have more than enough time for that. And after that point, we'll leave it there. We do have brochures in the entrance area, so if anybody wants brochures for All Marine Spares or Balclor, they're at the entrance there. So we'll get started. All Marine Spares is an international maritime machinery specialist. We focus on the study of American, European, Korean, Japanese, and Chinese machinery. We're working with the shipping, offshore, Navy, and shipbuilding sectors. We've been in business for about 2 decades, trusted by clients worldwide. We're offering turnkey packages for your new build or for your retrofit projects, also spare parts for maintaining your systems on board. And just talking about the turnkey packages really quick in terms of the ballast water management systems, Sunrui and also All Marine Spares offer the turnkey packages. So that goes from the 3D scanning to the engineering drawings, also the prefabrication, install, commissioning, and even to the ballast water management plan, which is also a class requirement. So we can help you with any one of those pieces or the whole thing. All Marine Spares represents 25 manufacturers across the world. They're all industry leaders in their own right, Sunrui being a great example of that. We could also do all the logistics for the equipment that we're selling to your company, so door to door, door to deck, it doesn't matter to us. So that's basically it. If you want any more information on All Marine Spares, we have the brochures in the back. I'm very willing to talk more after the presentation, but I'd like to bring up Mr. Jade Lee to introduce Sunrui and the Balclor Ballast Water Management System. So.
Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jade Lee. I'm the marketing manager of Sunrui Balclor Ballast Water Management System. It's very nice to here today with our very good partner All Marines in here this CMA trade show to give a little bit introduction about our company as well as our products, the Balclor Ballast Water Management System. So the presentation will include one video about 2 minutes and then carry on with the presentation in more details. So we go with the video first.
Sunrui Machine Environment Engineering Company, hereafter called Sunrui, is an owned subsidiary company of China Shipbuilding Industry Company Limited, CSIC. Sunrui is engaged in research, design, manufacture, engineering, and project contraction of corrosion control and water treatment technologies as well as products. With its headquarters located in Qingdao, Sunrui is an integrated engineering company specialized in corrosion control, anti-fouling technologies, and has successfully undertaken sodium hypochlorite generation projects for 12 nuclear power stations and more than 100 power plants, chemical plants, vessels, and marine platforms. Sunrui's Balclor Ballast Water Management System is developed on the basis of land-based electrolytic technology. Principle of this system is to electrolyze seawater on board directly to produce high-concentrated sodium hypochlorite solution for disinfection. Sunrui owns the independent intellectual property rights of the core components. Sunrui Balclor Ballast Water Management System has been granted final approval at IMO's International 61st MEPC Conference in September 2010. It was granted type approval by China Classification Society in January 2011. During 2012 to 2013, with the developing of global market, Balclor BWMS has achieved DNV, LR, BV, NK type approval certificates and been granted USCG AMS certificate. Till now, Balclor BWMS has the most certificates in the world. Principle of Balclor BWMS is mainly consisted of 3 procedures: filtration, disinfection, and neutralization. During ballasting, ballast water is filtrated by an automatic back-flushing filter. Marine organisms larger than 50 micrometers will be removed during this process. Then a side stream of filtered blast water flow to electrolyzing unit to generate high-concentrated oxidant, mainly sodium hyperchlorite solution, which will be injected back into main ballast stream to provide effective disinfection. To meet D2 discharge standard, active oxidant will remain in ballast tank for a certain period of time, preventing regrowth of microbes. During deballasting, ballast water will be discharged directly, without repeating disinfection. TRO, total residual oxidant, sensor installed at the outlet of deballasting pipe will closely measure the concentration level of active oxidant. If TRO level is higher than 0.1 ppm, neutralization unit will be operated automatically. The neutralizer will be injected into the deballasting pipe. If TRO concentration is lower than 0.1 ppm, ballast water will be discharged to the sea directly and system not be operated. There are 3 major components in Balclor ballast water management system: filtration unit, electrolysis unit, and neutralization unit. During ballasting process, ballast water should flow through an automatic back flusher filter firstly after ballast pump. During filtration, seawater flow into filter housing via inlet flange. Some of the unfiltered water flow into the upper section of the filter by the vertical tube between 2 filter mesh inserts. In reverse to the filter mesh inserts. This means that the water flows into the filter inserts from opposite directions, then organic and inorganic particles larger than 50 micrometers being separated in the inside of filter candle, and clean ballast water flow out through the outlet of the filter. When the pressure drop between the internal and external of the filter mesh rise to a set value, the filter could operate back flushing process automatically. The filter meshes, which are open at both ends, will be alternately flushed in sequence from above and below. This action doesn't interrupt the normal operation. The flushing arm on the top of the filter rotates by gear motor and covers the upper opening of the filter mesh. Simultaneously, the flushing arm leads the flushing valve opened automatically. As the result of pressure drop inside the mesh, the water will flow through the filter mush from outside to inside, so the residual impurities and plankton could be flushed out of the filter via the flushing valve. Core component of electrolysis unit is tubular plate type electrolytic cell, which is reliable and mature technology. High efficiency with low power consumption, requires installation small space. During electrolyzing process, chlorine was created from electrolyzing seawater on the surface of anodes, which will be dissolved in water rapidly, forming high concentrated sodium hypochlorite solution, and will be injected back into main ballast water pipe after degassing hydrogen during the reaction. Sodium hypochlorite is an effective disinfectant solution, can sufficiently kill spores, larvae, pathogens to meet D2 regulation requirement. Neutralization is used to neutralize TRO. The neutralizer sodium thiosulfate is used in this process and could be controlled automatically. Balclor BWMS has a comprehensive degas unit installed in the electrolysis unit with a removal efficiency of about 99%, which can ensure the safety operation of the system. Hydrogen bubbles produced during electrolysis goes into a cone-type cyclone with electrolyzed seawater to generate a